finish the week off because it's been such an exciting week for me. There has been so much going on that I want to tell you about. And the main thing this week for me is the fact that we hit 5,000 subscribers. Can you believe it? 5,000. I started this YouTube channel. Can you believe it? I started this YouTube channel back in March of 2023. And when I started it, it was with the hope that I could do videos for my two boys and that they would learn from the experiences of my life. And that's why we started doing it. And we started with nobody. And as time went on, we started to get one or two more subscribers, and it started to pick up slowly. And through the course of the year, I just kept doing videos, and hoping that something might just click and might just take off. And as we got towards Christmas, I can remember we were getting towards that 1,000 mark. And it was exciting. It was so exciting for me at the time. And I can remember we got through Christmas, and on January the 13th, around 1 o'clock, we were watching my phone and watching the numbers. I was at 999 subscribers. And then just after 1 o'clock, bang, we hit the magic 1,000. And it sort of started to take off a little bit, and we had a little burst and things were going really well. And we just kept watching our little clock and seeing who was subscribing because it was so exciting. Anyway, through the course of the year, it started to level off and our levels were going up and down. I was gaining a few subscribers, losing a few subscribers. And as time went on, I just sort of thought, oh, this is getting hard. And we slowly but slowly kept doing videos, and each video got a few more subscribers and lost a few more subscribers. And so it was really hard going for a while. And then after Christmas this year, it sort of leveled off and it was slowing down and slowing down. And up until last week, I was thinking, what is going on? I'm doing all the videos, I'm doing what I should do and putting out these videos and talking to different people. And it was becoming slightly harder. I was getting a little bit fed up and feeling sorry for myself, as you do. And then last week, I put a video out. Hello, Paul, how are you? Good to see you here. I put a video out last week called If You're Feeling Sad, Watch This. And boy, was I sad straight away, because within 10 minutes, I lost 10 subscribers. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing here. Something's going wrong. But slowly, through the course of the week, numbers started to grow. And it got really fast as the week went on. And then on Wednesday, around tea time, I got to the stage where I had 4,997 subscribers. And I'm thinking to myself, are we going to do it today? Are we going to do it? And then I saw 98, then 99. And at 17:46, I know it because I took a screenshot of my screen, I hit 5,000 subscribers. Unbelievable. Because when you look back on things, when I started this channel, I expected 2. I was amazed when I got to 15, and even more so when I got to 50. And I thought to myself, who's going to want to listen to me talking about stuff to my two boys? And that's what happened. And it was crazy. And it's grown and grown and grown. And this week, we hit that 5,000 mark. Hi, OJ. Hi, Debs. How are you? And it was, I've just looked at my analytics just before doing this. I decided that today I had half an hour I can do. And so I looked at my analytics, and in the last 28 days, my channel has had 34,000 views and picked up 568 subs. And the most of those subs have come in the last week. So really what I've wanted to do is thank you all so much. That's the reason I'm doing this one, because I can't believe how this last week's gone. It's gone crazy. I've put out 3 videos. I did one called If You're Feeling Sad, which sort of really took off. There's another one. I'm looking down because I'm reading this. Life's about being, not having. And then the other day I did the power of telling your story. And between the 3 of them, they've all picked up. And I can't believe I've hit 5,000, because when you start this thing, the thought of having 50 and 100 is massive. And then when I got to 1,000 last year, I was like, God, this is crazy. Who wants to watch me? And then it's sort of grown steadily through the year. But as I've grown the channel and as more subscribers have come, loads have gone. I checked the analytics earlier today, and since I started this, I've lost over 1,600 subscribers, which is crazy. But the beautiful thing is that a lot of people have joined the channel and took on board some of the stuff, and I am so grateful. It's amazing to me, to be honest with you. I never thought that 5,000 is crazy. But you know what? Now I want to go to 10. Can we get 10,000 subscribers? It's just so exciting. And so to finish the week off, oh, and I had to get a new chair this week, because last week, the one that I've been sitting on for the last 2 years, actually the plate that holds the chair on cracked, and I slipped to one side, and I'd been balancing on it for 2 days. So I had to get a new chair as well. So it's been quite a week. But I have to say that I still can't take it in that we got the channel, not just me, but you guys. You helped me get here. I wouldn't be here with 5,000 subscribers if you haven't been watching the videos, hitting that like button, commenting, and clicking that subscribe button. I am so grateful to each and every one of you. It's been amazing, to be honest with you. So what's on next? Well, tomorrow I'm taking a trip to the seaside. It's a 3-hour trip from here. I'm going to Bournemouth in Dorset for 2 reasons. Firstly, I have a cousin whose son is a professional boxer. He's a super lightweight boxer, and he's fighting in Bournemouth tomorrow. And so I'm going along to that. But the other reason I'm going along is because my 2 sons, who were the reason that I started this channel in the first place, only live about 40 minutes from there. So we're going to meet them tomorrow as well. So that's great. I'm looking really forward to getting to Bournemouth tomorrow and seeing my boys. A boxing video, I tell you, it's, if I can get, I know what seats I've got at the moment, and they're miles away from the ring, but I'm hoping that when we get there, because what happens as people are fighting, more people come into the arena that want to watch the particular fighter that's fighting. And so if I can sneak my way down a bit and get better seats, I might well try and get a bit of a boxing video. Hi Nancy, how are you? Good to see you along. It's always nice to go somewhere fresh as well. Tomorrow, like I said, I'm going down to Bournemouth. It's probably a 3-hour drive from here. And if the weather's nice, I may even do a video on the seafront because I've got a video in mind to do to go out on Monday. And so if the weather's nice and we've got time to do it, I may even make a video in Bournemouth tomorrow. So there's just lots of things to be excited about at the minute. I'll tell you what is exciting. I hit 5,000 the other day. I'm looking at my numbers now. I've had 64 since the other day. We got 5,064. It's crazy. And it's also brilliant. And I'm so happy. And I'm so grateful as well. What I've found recently, and it's been really good for me and humbling as well, are some of the comments that I've been getting from the different videos that I've done. Particularly the one about feeling sad. Because if you saw that video, you will know I talked about a friend of mine who's passed away since the events that I was talking about. And that seems to have struck a chord with a few people. And I feel very humbled at some of the messages that I've received since that video went out. It's one of the things you don't think about when you're doing this. When you start this YouTube thing, I started off thinking that I'd tell my boys a few stories from our past, some of our family way back when, and then when I'm not here in years to come, they'll be able to look at that and know more about their family that they possibly don't know now. And then I thought to myself, when they have kids, he'll be able to go, oh, that's your granddad. That's what he was like. It's just one of those things. And I thought of it as someone who is nostalgic, I suppose. I'm very nostalgic. Hi, Harris. Yes, Ryan Garner is fighting tomorrow at the Bic. He's the main fight. My cousin's son is one of the lower fights down, and I think he had 4 fights before it. But yes, Ryan Garner is fighting tomorrow, and we will be watching. Yes, it's something to look forward to. It'd be nice if the weather's nice and I can get down there and I can do a video and have a walk along the front and have a walk on the pier like you do, because I do like to be beside the seaside. No, I'm not going to burst into song and sing it for you, but I do. And most of my life has been lived at a coast. Hi, Deb. How are you? Hope you got a coffee there. I haven't. I've just got a glass of orange. Yeah, so it's 15 years I've lived where I'm living now, and I miss the seaside. So it's always nice to go back. And obviously I'll be seeing my 2 boys, which is going to be great. And I also, because it's my cousin's son that's fighting, there will be a lot of my family there as well. So it'll be good to have a good old chat and a chin wag and see what everyone else is up to. And so that's really all I wanted to come on and say, because I've not had a chance to say thank you properly. I spent most of this week in shock. I spent half of it looking at the numbers on my phone to see how people are going, because I was excited about hitting that level. And I keep going back to it because it's an exciting time. I never imagined ever that I would get to 5,000 subscribers. It was something that never ever occurred to me at the beginning. It's great though, because for me, I want to buy a new camera. I told you this last week. I want to buy a new camera. I was 31% of the way towards buying it last week, and next month, with the money that YouTube is going to be paying me, I'll be up to 44% if it stays as it is at the moment. So that'll be 44% of the way there to buy my new camera, which will be great to use on the channel. For starters, for the web, when I look at this and it's filmed, for some reason, when it gets replayed on YouTube, everything gets flipped round. And so when I look at it, my room's the opposite way round. And so I could show you pictures and things, but with it all being backwards, it never seems to work for me. Looking at it now, I've got the screen on over here, and my cupboard is on the opposite side of the room. It's really weird how it does that, because when I do the videos, it comes out the right way. So hopefully having a new camera will help with that as well. Nancy, do a video to introduce your sons. I'll have a word with them and see if they want to. Hi, Stargazer, how are you? Do you know your name is fairly close to a ride that I used to have when I was on a fairground? I had a ride called a Star Chaser. So that's pretty close. Stories about my love of music and why and what I like. Oh, we could go on about that for hours. It seems whenever I do a live stream, it always comes round to music. And to be honest with you, I've started memberships on the channel. And the reason I've started memberships is, one, I don't want to start another channel because it's bad enough doing one. I don't want to do another one. But when I show music videos or videos about music on this channel, it always affects the algorithm and makes me do worse. I don't know why, because I show a music video and that does really well. And then when I start putting out the videos of the content that I usually do, they go like that. I don't know what it is. I've tried it loads of times. And it's the same when I do videos about DVDs and films and all that sort of stuff. It takes away from the main content. It gives me a little boost and then it just goes downhill like that. And so I've one of the reasons I started putting the membership part together is so that I can make those videos and put them in the membership part, which means that I could do more of those because they do not affect the algorithm and won't affect the main channel. And that was one of the reasons that I started putting the membership together. Speaking of which, I've done a couple of videos for it this week. One is about how I put my ideas together to make videos. And the other one was a studio tour. Now, if you're a music lover, the studio tour will be great because in here, you can probably see a thing of CDs behind me. But there are loads of records in here. There's a cupboard down the back end, a grey cupboard. I don't know if you can see it. Inside that are loads of albums, CDs, singles, all that sort of thing. And in the members video about the tour of the office, I talk a lot about that and how I was doing radio as well. So that's one of the videos that's in there, and I will be doing more music videos, but they'll probably be going into the membership channel with the occasional one on here every time I fancy testing myself against the algorithm to see if it's going to give me some decent I can't think of the word. See, this is what happens when you get to my age. You start forgetting the words you want to say. So yeah, that's the situation with that. But really, the reason I've come and to do this today is purely just to say thank you to everybody who's played a part in getting this channel to other people. I had to sell my record collection in the 90s. When I lost my business, I had a huge record collection, massive. And I had to use it as stock to earn some money, to bring some money in, to keep food coming on the table for a while. And so I bought a market stall and I did markets with my records. And let me tell you this, every single record I had to sell was like losing a family member. I can remember some of my albums going and some of my singles that I'd had with for 30 years, 20, 30 years. And the sadness I felt having to sell them. But the situation was I had no choice in the matter. We'd lost our business. We lost pretty much everything. I had 2 small children, and you have to do what you have to do. And so my beloved record collection got sold. However, when times started to change and I started earning a few quid again, then I started buying records again. The one thing I've realized, though, is that the collection I have now does not have the emotional pull to me that that first collection had. That was always more important to me. And the one thing that I was really lucky about is that when I was doing radio and when I was doing discos before that, I had the chance to actually go out and buy records and use them as a business expense. So I built the collection up quite a bit while I was doing that. But yeah, I did have to sell it in 1991 to be precise. And 1991, 1992, I ended up doing markets around Dorset, Glastonbury market I used to do. And I had to sell the majority of it. There was some of it that didn't get sold, but sadly, when my marriage broke up, I had to leave that behind. And at one stage, my wife asked me what I was going to do with it, and I had nowhere to put it. And so it ended up in the tip at Weymouth. So someone possibly got a nice record collection. Hiya, how are you, Haz? And what have you been venturing at of late? If you notice, I always end up looking over there because when I'm using my mobile to do this, and when the comments come up there, my eyesight's rubbish and it's so small I can't see it properly. So I've got a big screen over here and I'll look across here to see what's coming up. So yeah, that's all I've got to talk about today, to be honest. I just wanted to pop on here, and I'm going back to it again. The amount of people that have stuck by the channel I love the comments. It was a bonus, you know. The comments that I get on the channel are one of the things that I never expected when I started this. And they're some of the nicest things that I get. I get people, obviously people who are nice to me and say nice things about the videos, which is very pleasing. How do you become if you're looking at this on your PC, just below the screen down there somewhere, you'll see a join button. Next to where it says the Sandscratcher, there's a join button. And you click that and it will open up another little video that will explain what the memberships are about and what you get on the different levels of it. And if you are interested in taking part, you click the join button at the level you want to join at, and it will take it from there. I hope that's helpful to you. If anyone's interested in having a look at it, yeah, hit the join back button and have a look. I've always said, though, it's not something that I took lightly, putting the memberships, and it's certainly not going to take away from anything that is going to stay free, as always, on the main channel. It's just something extra for those that would like a little bit extra. It's not something that is compulsory by any means. The fact that I'm doing that will not take anything away from the content that we put out on the channel. I just want to make that perfectly clear. if you want to go and check it out and it's not for you, that's fine. I don't mind at all. I'm obviously grateful if you do, because every piece of money that comes in will put me closer to my new camera that I want desperately to upgrade some on our channel. That's very kind of you. I'm appreciative of that. Thank you, Haz. Yeah, so the comments that I've got along the way are one of the great things about it. I get really humbled. I say I'm pleased. I'm not, because sometimes some people tell me such sad stories that have happened to their lives, and I feel grateful and humbled that they wish to share that with me. I'm not happy, because obviously it's not happy what's said, but I think it's really nice that they've taken me and you into their confidence, because of course anybody can read the comments that run down underneath a video, and they are really, really important things. Some of those comments that I get are moving, to be fair, but I'm so grateful that people care and put them on there. And hopefully I try my best to answer every comment. There's obviously sometimes I'm not going to see it, especially if someone makes a comment and I reply to that and they reply again. I don't get notified for that. I have to go hunting about to see about it. Hi, Jamie. How are you? Jamie up in Blackpool. I watched him take his grandson out the other day on a video. It was brilliant. Hope you're doing well, Jamie. And yeah, I don't really know much else to say about it. I'm just chuffed. It's the word, absolutely chuffed that people like what I'm doing on here, because everything that I do on here is aimed at helping my two boys, which means that I try to be as authentic as I can, because in the days when I didn't do things off the cuff and used to read a script, one of my sons went to me, who are you trying to be on the screen, Dad? Because that ain't you. And so we made some changes that affected the channel for a while, but the person that you see on the channel is who I am, basically, warts and all. And so the fact that you want to stick along and keep coming, it's something that I'm really grateful for. I'm really grateful that people come along, check this out, leave comments. I love getting your comments. I answer to as many as I can. I know that if this channel continues to grow in the way that it has, it's going to make it hard for me to see them. But I will always endeavour to see what I can do about answering every comment that I get. Yes, Jamie, you said that you told me that you were doing your channel for the same reasons. Good on you, my man. If you get a chance, just check out Jamie's channel, because he makes me giggle for starters, and that's got to be a good thing. And he's a bit of a cook, you know. He likes to do a bit of cooking and doing a stroll around Blackpool and heading into the shops. And I saw what you did in an amusement arcade the other day, Jamie. And as someone whose dad owned an amusement arcade, I thought you were rather crafty, but I admire your spirit. If you want to know more about that, you're going to have to check out his channel and watch one of his videos. So I'm going to call it a day. I just wanted to quickly come on and say thank you to everybody. This channel is becoming a joy, to be honest. It's something I didn't expect it to be. It's becoming something I didn't think it was going to be. But it's all good and I love it. And I love the fact that you guys spend time and take time out of your day to watch me jabbering on and going on a journey like that, because I've got no script and I'm just talking as I do. And so thank you for that. And I'm going to go because I want to get ready for tomorrow, heading off to Bournemouth. If I can, I will video some of the fight. If I can, I'll get my boys to actually let me talk to them on video, so you get to see who they are after all. And if it's nice and sunny, if I get chance, I'll have a walk along the prom, take you on the pier, and do a video. How's that sound to you? Until next time, thank you so much, and I'll speak to you all soon. Thank you.